finally this half hour, one of the University of Southern Maine's most famous alumni was on the Portland campus this morning to make a big announcement.
Actor Tony Shalhoub announced he would be the honorary chair of the USM Center for the Arts campaign. The new $25 billion Center for the Arts is part of a larger $46 million fundraising effort right now. The center will be built on land at the corner of Deering and Bedford Street on their Portland campus. The university hopes to break ground late this summer and have the center up and running by the fall of 2025. This guy right here, he graduated with a theater degree back in '77. And he went on to star in a number of famous roles, including the TV show Monk, where he won a Golden Globe and 3 Emmys. He also announced today he would be donating $150,000 to the fund.
Big help for them. After getting his BA here, Shalhoub got a master's degree at Yale, then worked at a theater in Boston for years, but he's always had a soft spot for USM. In May of 2003, he was the featured speaker at the school's commencement.
He spoke to the students about uncertainties, saying that it's not the worst thing in the world to have them. He said that it's a good idea to have an idea where you're going, but if you get sidetracked, which we all do, it's a good time to reassess your goals and your priorities. That year, he actually stopped by our newscast for a live interview with Pat and Cindy. And apart from winning his first Emmy and speaking at USM in 2003, he also made his directorial debut with a film called Made Up.
Although Shalhoub is probably best known for his detective character, Monk.
In the series, if you don't know, it ran for 7 years on the USA Network. He plays Adrian Monk, an investigator who has had a nervous breakdown after the death of his wife. He's beset with mental health issues, largely phobias and OCD. Well, we spoke with him in 2008 when the show was a well-established ratings hit. Shalhoub is originally from the Midwest, so Rob Caldwell used the time that they met to say, why come to Maine?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. I wish I had a really, profound and, deep reason. It was really more of a lark than anything else. But it was a great move. I really loved living in Portland. I went to the University of Maine there, and they have had and still have a fantastic theater department. And it was just a really fertile time for me there. I really felt like I was given the opportunity to learn a lot and work a lot, and it was a great launching pad. From there, I went to the Yale Drama School, and then stayed in New England. I worked in a theater in Boston for 4 years, and then New York, and then LA. So I have a real soft spot in my heart for Maine.
If you had to put your finger on one or two things that you really brought away from your education in Maine, your time in Maine, what would those one or two things be?
Well, I guess most of all, it was this great sense of community there, and within the school and in the town itself, I just really felt kind of cradled there and embraced, and I just felt like there was so much support. Support not only for me, as an individual, but also just for the arts in general, really.
Big fan of him, so it's kind of fun to go somewhere in Portland and think, ooh, did Tony Shalhoub have a beer here? Did he hang out? Yeah.
And now he's giving back in a big way.
Yes.
Same program. Great to see.